experiment the ship of Theseus in the field of identity metaphysics. Naturally. The ship of Theseus is an artifact in a museum. Over time, its planks of wood rot and are replaced with new planks. When no original plank remains, is it still the ship of Theseus? Secondly, if those removed planks are restored and reassembled free of the rot, is that the ship of Theseus? Neither is the true ship.
Welcome back, Truth Seeker. Is it just a coincidence that Vision guy was white and blue? Is it just a coincidence that on iPet Goat 2, the guy in the television screen was white and blue? Look what Ezekiel 21, verse 19 says. And you, son of man, appoint for yourself 2 ways for the sword of the sovereign of Babel to go. The sword. The sword is the word. So the word he's talking about of the sovereign of Babel is the twisted word, the lies, the man of lawlessness, the watering down, the tickling of ears. Appoint for yourself 2 ways for the sword of the sovereign of Babel to go, both of them coming from one land. And place a signpost, put it at the head of the way to the city. Appoint a way for the sword to go to Rabbah of the Ammonites. So you can clearly see this is talking about a deception, a word in order to deceive people about which way leads to the city. Go back. I'm not going to read all this to you, but go back and read this. And to Yehuda, and to the walled Yerushalayim. So one way pointed to Rabbah of the Ammonites, and another way to Yehuda, to the walled Yerushalayim. For the sovereign of Babel shall stand at the parting of the way, at the fork of the 2 ways. This is why the monolith showed up in Moab, Utah. It stood in the way. It represented the parting of the way, the fork of the 2 ways. To practice divination. I've shown you guys before what the word divination means. It means to obscure, to hide. So they put a fork in the way to hide the true location of the house. It should be perfectly clear to you. He shall shake the arrows, he shall ask the household idols, he shall look at the liver. In his right hand shall be the divination for Jerusalem, to set up battering rams, to call for murder, to lift the voice with shouting, to set battering rams against the gates, to heap up a siege mound, to build a wall. We know the wall is paganry, it's Babylon. And it shall be to them as a false divination in the eyes of those who have sworn oaths to them. Does that sound familiar? I'm going to tell you what that oath is. That's when you say, I stand with Israel while they're destroying, starving little children. And remember, if you're supporting that, if you're supporting that government, that beast, that image of the beast, while they maim and murder little children, there's a millstone waiting for you with a rope tied to it that will go around your neck. Don't forget it. It should be so clear. If you read this whole book of Ezekiel, that's what it's about. It tells you that there would be a lie of where the city is. And you'll see that that lie is the snare. It's the stumbling block that is slaughtering many. Look right back up here. To overthrow many. Sword against their gates, a word against the gates of the walled Jerusalem, in order that there be many overthrown. There's so much evidence and understanding of the word in just this chapter. It keeps talking about lightning. When Messiah says, "What shall the coming of the Son of Adam be? As lightning flashes in the east and shines to the west," the lightning is the word about the throne. How many times have we discovered that, my people? Don't be led astray. Don't worry about those who are being led astray. Let the dying die, and those who've been led astray be led astray. There's nothing we can do about it, but you, truth seeker, seek the truth. Ask the Most High to show you the way back home, and understand that yes, we must follow the Torah. Having the feast days anywhere but Jerusalem is blatant disregard of the Torah. It's you saying that you call the shots and you're going to do it your way. Your way ain't the highway home. It's the highway to hell.